after a long break for various reasons. You know, I managed to get myself to rank 5 with various decks, and I'm here with Ribble and Boomer.
I was wondering when he was going to mention that bit.
We're not that
eventually.
We're not special, dude. We're not special. we did the real job thing, and now we're just traitors to gaming.
Yeah, I'm doing the house dad thing, and sleep is important. So
you don't get that with kids.
With Hearthstone coming out on the phone, I've grinded quite a lot. And
on the phone, is this?
On the phone, yeah. So, but the problem is the deck I've enjoyed playing, the combo deck. I'm sure you've all seen with Grim Patron and dealing him damage. Ribble won't have seen this because he's been busy working. You basically use Grim Patron and Warsong Commander and beat up their entire board, and have lots of Grim Patrons. And it's quite silly. But there's that many triggers with your Frothing Berserkers, and the triggers themselves of the Grim Patrons, it just takes forever. So drag and drop doesn't really work very well.
Yeah, I mean, it's more a question of waiting for a Grim Patron than, you know, or your Frothing Berserker. You know, those are the two cards which allow you to kill somebody. Yeah, whereas you have plenty of cards for dealing 1 damage to everything. It's like, that is not a problem. Right, I'm sure I will have some of those in my hand when the goods comes along.
I do like the tech commanding shout in the deck. That's all.
Yeah, it's not my list. I stole it off Kalento because that's where everyone should steal decks.
That's where everyone steals decks from. To be fair, you are not unique in stealing decks from Kalento.
But as always, you know, with these things, you need to play a deck that you enjoy, and Lee's always enjoyed Warrior.
He's always enjoyed combo. It's like whether you've been playing Magic the Gathering or anything like that, it's always been combo.
It's quite funny though because I'm terrible at maths as well.
So we just give you a deck which relies a shed load on maths. Like, awesome.
But no, as long as this isn't handlock, we've got a pretty good matchup. All versions of the like Demon Zoo, Fast Zoo, Slow Zoo, Medium Zoo.
Hey, that was Ribbo and I were kind of having this conversation a little bit earlier, whereas the Hearthstone metagame changes so fast. It's like currently everyone believes Patron Warrior is the #1 deck, followed up. I think that on a couple of sites they said followed up by a Demon Zoo deck, and if that's the case, Handlock beats both of those decks.
Yeah,
but
loses to Face Hunter, which everyone's to grind with. And
yeah, loses to Face a mid-range Hunter. So it's you know, if your opponent is a Hunter, you will lose. So it does produce this real sort of weird metagame where.
Well, just call it rock paper scissors and have done with it.
All right. I want to play rock paper scissors metagame.
It is, isn't it? I mean, yeah. You know, pretty much. But it's a weird rock, paper, scissors where Paladin loses to everything. Wait, that's not weird. That's completely normal. That's how it's been for the last 18 months.
The old Paladin mid-range deck was basically when you stopped playing Ribbo, there was a Paladin mid-range deck that was really good.
Yeah, there was the one that involved making lots of 1/1s and turning them all into 3/3s.
So I'm making the Frothing Berserker here because 4 damage is a lot, and we need to get our clock on against
a deck that's going to beat you.
Against essentially a bad matchup, yeah.
It's like, let's just say it like it is. Let's hope it's not handlock. Opponent does nothing for first 2 turns.
Like, I guess this is handlock then.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the decks that really hasn't changed that much.
No, it hasn't changed hardly any. It's got our Dark Bomb in now.
I mean, it's lost the Leroy combo because it's now...
fair, because it's now fair, is what you mean to say.
I've seen some versions using... I've seen some versions of it use like Arcane Golem power, Overwhelming power, Overwhelming Faceless.
Copy it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it takes a bit of setting up.
It does, rather. I mean, I'd rather just have a... To be honest, when I play decks like that, I'd rather just have a straight-up good deck.
I would usually cast the weapon in there just for 1 armor and a card. but we've got a second one. So.
And you do manage to kill the owl as well for whatever for reasons.
And unfortunately, Ancient Watcher kills our entire deck.
Yep.
Apart from Emperor and Garrosh.
This also kills our entire deck. Oh man.
And here comes the first of many 8-8s. It's just one of those games where you go, yeah, you know, I'm just going to concede. I'm not even going to entertain it.
It's like execute maybe somewhere.
Draw some executes. We can just hopefully if he doesn't kill this guy, we can maybe battle rage into some stuff. If we draw one.
My guess is he is going to kill this guy
It's
though.
fine as well because if he hits his dragon in, then we can finish it off with a weapon.
It's like number of times Thorisan survives more than one turn, not many. Case in point.
Unstable blocker.
Well, he's used both his silences, I guess.
Yay. This guy's really good in this deck because everything in the deck, apart from Emperor and who doesn't have Haste and Garrosh, who does have what's it called in this game? Speed?
Charge.
Charge, that's the one.
Yeah, it's been a while since we played, hasn't it?
It's been a
like,
while
I guess all the terms.
It's like I spoke about it, it's been a while, that's all.
Could have killed his giant there.
No, I couldn't.
Taskmaster hit it with Despite.
Taking
Ah,
10 feels
I've got to say, when
Taking
the game came out originally, I always thought to myself, you're never going to see many Dread Pirates played in the Constructed. And there he was. Mr. Dread Courser.
I kind of want to keep my other Taskmaster. Might just have to
Take 6 for the team probably, and
just probably
Harper.
run in the Gnomish event now.
That too.
Like one of the strengths about this deck is Handlock likes to hover around 20-15 life. You draw the right cards, you can definitely do that much damage in a turn.
Yeah, it's called our Frothing Berserker.
But we've not drawn Warsun Commander yet, which is awkward.
Hawkwood.
Awkward, yes.
We need some hawks in this game, don't we?
Whoa. I think we're getting purged.
A little bit. Guess we got digging. That's not the one we're looking for.
Looking for the second execute to be quite nice here.
Was a Warsun Commander, that's a start.
My minions protect me. Please don't have Hellfire.
So in case we draw
Come on, they always have Hellfire.
Well, he's already used,
just one.
and a lot of lists are using 1 Hellfire, 2 Shadow Flame. I'm not
No, he's
sure.
not going to Shadow Flame.
He's not going to bag off his Ragnaros. Oh dear.
Ah.
It's actually really good for us because if you draw a Grim Patron, you get a lot of triggers.
He's going to Shadow Flame his 1x just for. Oh no.
It's going to power overwhelming his bomb.
I has a bomb.
Good man, Taskmaster, good man. And good man, Acolyte, you did well.
Taking it for the team. Bit awkward getting, what, 18 cards in and not drawing a patron.
Like, if we had Patron this turn, we win. Or even a Berserker, I think, wins us the game. So that's 3, 4...
Well, it's +6 on the +6 for the Whirlwind and +6 for the other one. So yeah, you kill him. If you get a Berserker this turn, you kill him. But it doesn't look like we got one.
Now it's just a case of how much armor can you get this turn?
Yeah.
Charge forward! Armor made to fit.
Hey, hello to both Chris and Demonic Jack, who are in our chat.
Yeah, hey Frog. Demonic Jack's one of my old raid leaders.
Watch the bomb hit you in the face for 4.
I have gained some
Nice.
obscene amounts of armor in this deck. I was up to plus 40 armor against Face Hunter the other day,
Yeah.
and had like 9 health.
And the face hunter was like, F my life.
It was like, oh no, it was a mech mage, sorry, and he just AFK'd.
I am shocked at this. It's like, warrior wishes to see freeze mage. More armor.
You might feel a little tingle.
Oh dear.
So what he's saying is...
That was like the worst guy he could have made for that mana cost. You do realise that, don't you?
Like, Garrosh would have been really nice though. And that's not happening, would have been really nice as well. That's 10. 13.
Strike.
He's like, come on, Ragnaros.
Like, get the anything off the top of the deck that is a dude.
I think he
Hit you for 21 and you're on 22.
By the way, Hellfire.
Plus he has a big old grip of cards.
He does have quite a big grip of cards.
Sometimes you just gotta put
Oh wow.
gotta put your nuts on the table, haven't you?
So at this point he's either trolling you
Oh, he's
or
actually
he's
dead.
legitimately can't deal you that last point. Or it's all going to come down to a raggy flip.
He wants to Bane of Doom you for the win.
Get a demon.
He's just going to
Yeah.
reset himself to 15 life or something here, surely.
Can't
Alex.
afford it.
No, true. More giants. Taunt. Okay.
Or
Wall of guys.
So we need Commanding Shout, Grim Patron. Commanding Shout into Grim Patron.
Smash. There goes the armor.
Nope.
We got Grim Patron,
Yep.
but we can slam it into one of his 8/8s and then lose.
Yep. Painful.
So close.
Like, start stream at rank 5, end stream at rank 10.
This was not the.
Standard.
Yeah, it's like this was not the deck we were looking for.
I mean, we knew we were losing before it even started.
It was closer than you thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, yeah. You know, he had a few crappy draws there. I mean, he must have been
Recombobulator.
screaming for a taunt for so many turns. He was like, where's the taunt in my deck?
It's like it's not like I'm not playing like 7 of them or something.
Hey, look, it's the second worst deck.
I hate playing against this deck. It'll be Mech Shaman. And it's just like if you can't get that 3-2 off the board because of a stupid, annoying little Annoyatron.
Whirling
And he just
Zapomatic.
goes, "Brr, let's give it some attack."
Aren't you glad you turned sounds off in game? You actually don't hear them anyway. It's funny because the thing, I mean, that's the ironic thing about the Annoyotron, is that you play an Annoyotron against your opponent, you're the only person who can hear it being annoying. Like when your opponent attacks, it doesn't go "hello" like that. You know, it's only when
only when
if it's on your side of the board.
Yeah.
So surely that's even more of a troll by Blizzard. You know.
Yeah, it's only annoying you.
Yeah.
He's highlighted his cards.
Yeah, Demonic Jack's got it right there. Wee! Take 6 damage. Wee! Take 6 damage. At least we got the coin right.
Yeah. You got these are the important things. This is what you want in your opening hand. One of these.
Weaponry, yeah.
Because if you have the Death Bite, you can just play a patron on 5.
Yep.
And then
Make
swing,
more
make it
patrons.
bigger, and then a lot of decks struggle to deal with them. The mirror's bonkers as well.
Whoever makes the first 40 power frothing berserker.
Because it's like someone will clear the board with patrons, be left with a lot of patrons. The other guy will go, okay, frothing berserker, loads of 1 damage effects, kill you.
And you'll be sad.
You're like, stop, and then everyone will be like, stop getting in here!
I don't need to rate your sucky deck, dude. It's obviously sucky. Hence the name Sucky Deck.
It costs 40.
Yep.
I don't believe you're showing the chat in the video, right? So people watching afterwards will be like, "What's he going on about?"
No, it's showing up. It's on the screen.
Oh, lovely. Very important.
We have technology now.
It's not exactly optimized, because me and Boomer got confused earlier. But it's
Yeah. And also, OBS is the Linux of streamers. So it can do anything, it just won't let you. 1-1, please. It's like you never want the 1-1 totem as a shaman, do you? It's just like, screw that 1-1.
Yeah, like the 2 health is so important in this game. It just survives so much easier against tons of things.
Yeah.
Yep. I did try and cover up the misplay of accidentally making the Throthing, but you know, it's worked out quite well. With my no turn 3 plays.
Where's the last guy? Oh, you mean Maddie?
Last time I spoke to Maddie, he had got a savage fever.
In Hungary, right?
I don't think he said he was hungry. Just had a fever.
No, from Hungary.
I don't think we want to play the ghoul. It seems risky.
You're just doing value berserker at this point.
But ghouls just want to have fun.
We're back, guys.
Bum. It's probably end my turn.
I'm surprised that's not the quote on the card, to be perfectly honest.
Is there a quote on this card?
Surely the quote would be, ghouls just want to do one. Make a song out of that one, I'm sure of it.
Someone on YouTube probably has done.
So you don't come here for the quality.
Not of the punning, anyway.
Come here for the wait. It's like, we are worth the wait.
Boomer's not weighty anymore. It's an interesting turn, this one. Can't quite kill both his taunts without ramming the Berserker in first.
No, I think you can, can't you?
Yes,
Death-
I can.
Despite Whirlwind.
Yes, I can.
You 2-2 into it.
See, told you I can do this. My favourite trick is having a Death Bite on 1. I'm thinking, definitely going to play the Crosshair this turn, but I don't want him to take 1 damage, so I'll play him after I've swung in.
And pay 4 for him.
Blood and plunder.
Just get
Oh,
a bigger.
Lee's going for the bigger.
Embiggened.
This is only like the second time I've done this kind of setup.
Yep. Value Berserker.
But they spend so much time dealing with this guy, and you just drop your other random crap monsters and beat them up.
Fire Elemental it. Okay. It's like, that is fine. Still kick your ass.
Nah, he'll just be one of those chamois that always makes the taunt totem, like every time.
Every single time it's the taunt totem. Ah.
Well,
Could go
2 turns from the kill.
Could go frothing.
I think I'm just gonna make my.
Frothing unstable, you were thinking, weren't you?
Yeah,
Just
yeah. I
put
was thinking
Army of taunts up.
Well, I was thinking frothing unstable, smack his fire elemental, which kills it and makes your frothing berserker a 6/3.
I don't like him having 3 toughness against Shade.
Yeah, I don't either, so that's why I wasn't going to do it.
I like just punching him with that. We're not in a rush.
Woo! Also, with that in hand now, I think that Warsong Commander's pretty much lethal.
Yeah.
So you might as well just sit here for a little bit.
Well, Gromash is pretty much lethal
that's
next.
what
Gromash is pretty lethal as well, so...
Like Gromash is like the old 14 on a turn job.
It's funny when Gromash gets and Cruel Taskmaster gets reduced by 1 by Emperor.
Ugh.
And you're just like, turn 8.
Who thought that card was fair?
Yeah,
Use
the number of
everything by
mana, the number of mana that can like give you.
Is ridiculous. And then your opponent has to usually spend a card killing it. Because if it triggers twice, you are not winning.
I've been having a lot of fun with it in Frost Mage, Freeze Mage. This is the fun combo. This is where it makes a defender of Argus.
On
When will new mystery come out if you still do?
I think that's one's for you, Ribbo.
I think that one's for you, Ribbo. You've still got your 6-month-old arena or something, haven't you? That could be the ultimate mystery arena. Even you don't know what it is at the moment.
well, I'm hoping this Sunday anyway.
Well, just to clue you in, Paladin's still ridiculous, and Mage is still ridiculous.
Who'd
But
have
Mage
thought?
is less ridiculous.
And Warrior's bobbins, right, still.
I'm not really playing with Warrior.
Oh, get in here.
It's an
Oh.
Alakir.
That is an allocate, that's awkward. Well, you can still clear it, right?
Well, yeah, we clear it and make some patrons, I think.
Yeah.
Patronage.
And then just go, please don't have lightning storm.
It's fine, we're gonna battle rage as well, so.
Get in here! Bang!
This is fair.
Job's done.
More
Ridiculous.
cards.
Why is this a thing?
It's possible we lose this game because he hasn't played any of his early game stuff.
I don't think a Whirling Zap-O-Matic's going to do him much good at this point, really.
That does, though.
Yeah, that
Unless
does.
he does 2. Do it.
Do it, do 2.
Well, he's got to do 2 to one of them.
Yes!
Surely. To both of them, obviously.
And again,
Oh!
Go on, 2 again. 2. 2.
boo.
Oh, of course, 3 to both this time, yeah. Well,
Well, you've got
still appears to be quite low here.
Yeah. Well, you can execute his fire elemental as well,
I
so...
could do him 6.
What now?
Is there a kill if you draw a card off the gnome? If you put the Warsong Commander down first? Is there
yeah,
something-
there is.
4, 5, 6, 7. No.
No, we don't have a weapon on equipped, so...
I think we'll just play it safe.
So you just Death Spite the 6/2 and then kill him next turn with Gromash.
Or you could execute
I'm
it,
gonna
make Death
execute
Spite.
it because
Yeah.
it's safer. We'll
Yeah.
definitely execute.
Yeah. I think Death Spite hit him with it, and then you've got it ready for Gromash next turn.
Yeah, just
Hey,
make
just
it-
a
Card.
Yeah, then just draw a card. It's another execute.
Which is actually pretty cool, to be honest.
That is really good, actually, yeah.
But it doesn't. You can't do it on your own minions. Remember, no,
No.
executing your own Sylvanas in a top level tournament like someone tried to do.
I think that was a Frenchman as well, wasn't it?
No, it was... Who was it? Artosis is American, I believe.
Ah, yes. Damn it, taunts. Can't.
It's alright, you have double war song, Commander.
We're fine. We can... Grommash, hit one with the weapon, kill the other one, and then kill him.
Yep. You can
Gotta
wait
troll and battle rage first.
and not have the mana. It's like, we're going to troll ourselves. Bang.
And all that just to get back to parity.
Yeah. I did go from rank 6 to rank 11, and then back down to rank 5. Don't play when you're tired, kids.
Well, certainly don't play this deck when you're tired.
First time I was playing like my original Pally deck to Legendary, I got to within one win of Legend, and then went down to rank 5, and eventually got all the way back up and did it. But it's like the worst. Like when you've never been Legend before, basically because you're playing nothing but Paladin, which was the worst, class. That's very, disappointing. But that's unfortunately how I play the game. I like challenges. No, I like, it's like when people say, this class can't get to Legend. It's like challenge accepted.
Yay, it's the good matchup. We can still run us over them.
And to be honest, Boomer, one of the reasons why the deck, did work is people didn't know what you were up against. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, it happens.
I was just about to say this actually. You get a lot out of playing against people. Like Warlock was always one of the good ones to play because no one knew you were.
Yeah, which version you were running. And the thing is, the cards you wanted were entirely opposite depending on which Warlock deck it was. That's the funny thing. Any card that was good against one of them was terrible against the other. There was no in-between in the matter, was there?
No, there was no in-between at all. See, nowadays you've actually got the sort of mid-range zoo, which means that you can be a little bit, you can be a little bit less aggressive with your mulliganing.
So we had an interesting... I was looking over Ready today, and Trump was looking at competitive Hearthstone and decided he wanted... There's a new deck, quotation marks, come out that's like middle hunter, and it's a mixture between two, like the mid-range hunter and the face hunter. So your early game you play the face hunter cards, and then you still play the late game stuff. If that makes any sense. I'll show you guys the deck list in a bit.
So has it still got Dr. Boom and all the high mains?
It tops out a high main, but it's got cards like instead of running explosive traps, it runs freezing traps, which causes people to misplay a lot.
Yeah.
And things like that. And it's just he got an edge because he was playing a deck not everybody expecting. Because if you go Lepanorm, Coin, Lepanorm, they think you're face hunter, right?
Yeah. I mean, the thing was, didn't he also... I mean, he's done a few things like that in the past, especially where he's basically found a deck which has an edge over the field for a small period of time, and that... I think because I remember him playing Mech Shaman, really early on. Can you answer Demonic Jack in that one, Lee? Is it the hunter which has the makes you able to hit minions with the hero power? Does it have that in?
No, it is not a bad version of a hunter deck. No, that guy's terrible, unfortunately. I've got mid-range hunter built that someone's already hit legend with, and I've got this meta hunter as well.
Yeah. Meta hunter.
So against Zoo, even though this is a very strange build of Zoo, I think it might just be mid-range.
Isn't it like old school Zoo? It's got the two harvest goals.
You saying it's a guy who hasn't played for a year? It's like old school Zoo. It's like, I just played this deck out a year ago, see how far I can get.
Well, look at rank 5. Look how far the meta's moved on.
Pain speak to me.
That's what I always hated, though, playing my paladin deck, because my worst matchup was mage, and at the time, mage was the worst, just the worst constructed deck going.
Yeah.
You know, it's the most amazing for arena, but the thing was, it had like a 100% win rate against my deck, and I'd just be like, "Why are you playing this game just to troll me?"
Was that just after they nerfed Freeze Giants?
Yes, it would have been. It basically it was at the point where mage was just terrible.
He just discarded 6 damage. That's fine.
He is playing like proper old school Zoo.
Unfortunately, we need to draw like Patron to ruin him here at some point soon. Or an Armor Smith would be nice. Trying to figure out whether I can set. I can't really set anything.
You can set up for Gromash next turn.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that looks like it's probably running into his elemental.
Elemental. It's like wrong Warcraft game.
So he's forced to get the berserker. I'm just trying to figure out whether I want to kill his guy or whether I want this guy on 1 health. But I think we'll just kill his guy because I'm trying to think of these double battle ranges.
Gives his Doomguard something to think about. I mean, the Frothing will directly trade with the Doomguard if you can't kill that taunt. Well, it won't because you've got Commanding Shout. Yeah, Control Hunter is seen as betraying the Brotherhood if you're if you're actually a Hunter player. Ugh. Okay.
If he goes face, I think we kill him.
Oh. So if we go Gromash, yeah, I think we kill him.
Because Gromash is 10.
Gromash is 10. The Frothing Berserker is going to gain 6.
19, 22. Yeah, that's 22 damage.
How funny.
That was very greedy. Like, he should just silence the Berserker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Eat it! What were we discussing earlier? 15 to 20 is dead in Constructed.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you think you're in control, you're not. But I mean, that is probably, you know, the one mistake a lot of people do, which is like constantly going to the face.
Well, the thing is, I played a lot of Zoo in the earlier ranks because it's a deck I enjoy playing as well, anyway, and because it's just board control, and I was being too much board control and letting the control decks get in.
Yeah.
But he went the other way
And just went face.
and was Punty McPunterson.
I mean, especially when it comes to 8, especially when it's coming to 8 mana and you have a Death Bite on 1. It's like you've got to think that Gromash could potentially be in your future there. I mean, even Warsong Commander, a couple of things with charge is bad for him there because the Frothing Berserker just gets ridiculously huge.
This is tough because I don't know whether I'm against the Mirror or against Control Warrior.
Renegade Geek is saying, Ribbo, what do you think of the new Dragon Pally deck?
You've probably not even seen it, have you?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've got Kibble on my Facebook, so how can you avoid it?
I always forget you were around for a long time.
I mean, all I can say...
But it's not a Paladin deck. No. It's not how Pally should be played. I mean, it's a decent deck, but...
I mean, all I can say is Kibble made Legend like every single season, right?
Yeah.
He's currently on like the 30th iteration of that deck and is on rank 5.
Mm-hmm.
That just says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It just says he likes dragons.
Yeah.
Shocking keyboard likes dragons. So this is like the most boring game in the world, by the way, because you just sit here and armour up, because I'm not going to let him eat my Acolyte because he's not. I'm not going to give him the free 1-for-1 kind of thing. I need to get 2 cards out of it.
Let the pain
Okay.
So he gives you the Acolyte instead.
It's sick if you can play turn 1 Unstable Ghoul and then turn 2 you play the Acolyte and you guarantee the 2 cards then.
blood and blood.
No, it's the mirror.
It's the mirror then. We could have waited till next turn to do that, and then whirlwinded as well, and just got a load of guys, but it's a bit dangerous.
That's fine. I mean, you know, you're obviously you're obviously going to draw your Warsong Commander next turn, right? And make some other stuff and beat him up.
The thing is, our hand's pretty well set up to just not care about this, and whereas
So
he's
he's
got
going
to
for
play.
Let's have
Thorician
another
then?
Grim Patron.
Yeah, Thorician. Whee!
Whereas he's going to go for execute. He has to have execute weapon.
This is going to be ugly.
Still terrified of getting cracked back for tons because he's got this guy and it's already reduced his hand.
Well, you still have to go. I'd probably just go like Death's Bite, Whirlwind.
Yeah, Deathbite Whirlwind and just...
You got to kill his guy, so he
Yeah,
can't,
yeah.
can't chew one of your guys up.
However, there is the possibility of getting Warsong Frothing Berserkered, which is
That's what I just...
very worrying. But you can't let Thorician live, for one thing.
Well, I could just execute now. That's
And
what I was
Whirlwind.
thinking.
Yeah.
Whirlwind's probably fine. Don't think I want to play this guy though.
I think you need a taunt though. Surely if he's going to kill you this turn, it feels like a taunt helps.
Yeah, it's just another guy to trigger his stuff though. But he needs like 1, 2, like 3 whirlwind effects. I don't think we want to make any more dudes at this point. Just a little bit too scary.
You can draw some cards back anyway with your Acolyte Pains. It's not too bad.
I can't draw cards if I'm dead. That's the main thing I'm worried about. He's playing Slam.
He needs that card.
Well, that's the start of a really good turn for him. That, however, is not.
So let's just say he's not playing an optimal build.
There's lots of different ways to build it. No one's really decided what is optimal. We're obviously just slamming this guy.
Yeah. Are you going to get in here again, or...?
3-3 into his 2-1.
I'm actually tempted to put the 3-1 into it and not make another dude.
Make more dudes.
But I want to win. Like, my only way of losing this game is if he Frothing Berserkers me.
With the Corsair only on 1 health, that is a possibility.
Because that doesn't get annoying, by the way. Bylon!
I thought it was more... Because doesn't it trigger twice when the Warsong Commander's out as well? The sound triggers
Yes, it
twice.
does, yeah. 'Cause
So
it comes
you
into
just
play
get
and then attacks.
a million get in here!
Never stops being funny, I don't care.
We're okay. We're safe. We've probably won.
What's he up to? What's he doing?
Rage, damn it!
And the irony is he's playing the faster version of the deck.
But the fact that you got the turn 5 double Grim Patron and he didn't was sort of, awkward.
That's another thing to know. If you are playing this deck with control or anything, don't get in for cheeky points on them, because you just let the battle rages draw them extra cards.
He's like, am I dead? Yeah, you're dead. You are in fact dead.
He's just doing the maths.
In fact, you're very dead at the moment. No.
You're still dead.
You're still dead.
Yay!
You're really dead.
He doesn't have haste.
He doesn't have haste, but yeah.
Yes.
And now he's realised. Oh yeah. He didn't want you having to use your Acolyte Pen to draw some more cards and waste more of his time, which you would have done.
And get in here more. I'm sure the Scottish National Party would have got those last 3 seats if he'd have been the mascot for them.
Boo, no politics.
Politics free channel.
Okay, so it's good match, bad match time.
It's a good hand though. I'll keep this. I can just randomly hear sound effects from Ribbo's mouth.
I'm playing Dungeons of Dreadmore. It's like if you buy a computer that costs £2,500, what do you do?
Play Java game.
Play a game that's basically the equivalent of an 8-bit game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, I did that with my computer as well. It's like, bought my computer, first game I played was Dungeon Keeper. It's like, you don't need this game you don't need a computer like that for Dungeon Keeper.
I thought you were going to say XCOM then.
The original XCOM, not the...
That was the second game you played, right?
Yeah, that was the second game I played on it.
And that needed a DOS box, didn't it?
There was a version that worked on Windows, it just wasn't very good.
You had to have a DOS emulator up, didn't you?
Yeah, for the new one, yeah. I think for the Steam... Basically, there was a Windows version, but the Steam version that you can download is actually for... is actually the DOS box version, because it's more stable. Like, the Windows version just isn't very stable.
So there's an interesting, like, mid-range dragon warlock as well.
Bombed?
No, he's gonna kill one of my guys. I was gonna have an awesome turn next turn that involved gaining, like, infinite armor and drawing cards.
And now you're just gonna...
Draw cards.
Draw cards.
I can't quite kill his guy, which is awkward. I don't think I want to kill this guy either. I can put it to 15, which is a good number.
There needs to be a guy in this game called Killing You Guy, which kills guys.
Isn't that Gromash?
Patient Assassin.
Yeah.
Killing You Guy.
So, unfortunately, I wasn't injured.
Yeah, you're like, curse my massive amounts of armor.
I'll be happy for that.
Oh, here comes the time.
So we're looking at getting a... We want to draw a commanding shape pretty soon.
Warrior OP at the moment.
Not gonna disagree with that.
Time to ping that one too.
But having said that, though, at least this warrior deck isn't 14 million dust to put together, unlike Warrior Control.
What's the problem?
Not bad. Run it. No, it's tough, isn't it?
He's gonna make giants eventually anyway.
Yeah. Right, just get him down low while you can.
Yeah.
Get my violence on.
Next turn, giant taunt.
You'd have just done it a turn later. It's not like I'm killing him next turn, is it? We really need to draw our commanding shape. Like, it's hilarious because you just run guys into his giants and make new guys. So we got our 3 cards out of Acolyte, which is nice.
Tapping like a boss. Ooh, hello. Do we just...
We're probably just going to kill that Drake this turn. That's probably our play.
I was just wondering, do you actually go for Deathbite here and try and set up Gramash? Like, Deathbite, kill his Watchers, try and set up Gramash?
I don't know.
I mean, he should see through it, but that's no guarantee.
The idea is next turn or the turn after you want to do this, and that probably clears his board. That's what I was thinking.
I mean, either way, I think that having the Death Bite up there actually does help us, because it blows away one of his taunts and it'll blow away the other the next turn.
The problem with that is we don't draw a card.
Do we need to? Don't we just have everything we need anyway?
I can get behind that, I guess.
Other one, you should... Oh, it doesn't really matter which one you go for, I suppose. At least this way you prevent a little bit.
It was probably better to do it the other way, because then I get to keep the guy in play, and he has to
Yeah.
attack him.
Slow is how you keep hitting your bad matchup.
Well, people are playing it because this is the best deck.
Yeah, so they're playing a deck that beats it. If he has a taunt here, this is going to be really upsetting. Ugh.
We've got 2 executes left in the deck.
That's true. There it is. So, we don't quite have enough to kill him this turn, which is...
Oh, we can do some crazy shit, though.
Yeah.
Oh, shouldn't have played that. That was
Shouldn't
stupid.
have played that. That was bad.
Can't play the execute now.
Well, you can play the Gnomish Inventor and then execute.
Should have done that.
Time to hit a Drake.
Woo! Dread Corsair free, and it will have charge as well.
Oops.
And now you won't be able to play
Yeah.
your Dread
I
Corsair.
told you I was terrible for doing that.
It's like we were talking about this just before we came on the stream. I mean,
awesome.
he's still dead to Gromash next turn, so...
Yeah, but I'm terrible. It's really annoying. That turn would have been much better.
If he's smart, he makes taunts.
Yeah, he's smart because he actually traded off.
Probably just playing that guy.
And armoring up.
Well, it'd be boring if I didn't make it challenging by being a complete cripple. So that turn should have gone. Not play the guy.
Ew.
This is one Siphon Soldier play at the minute gone. Well, that's his whole turn, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we go, do you have Hellfire? Or we can Gromash kill this, I think that's probably better.
Probably.
And then make the Protector.
Yeah.
Screen shake. The bug they didn't fix for 18 months.
I mean, I'm guessing we get Shadow Flamed here.
See what happens. I don't deserve to win this game. We have the backup plan of hope he doesn't have Hellfire and make double Patron Whirlwind next turn, so you know. A good giant.
And Haunt it, Shadow Flame it also, yeah.
Well,
You can actually clear his board at this point, so it's just basically put him on, do you have Hellfire?
yep.
No, you are right, just killed it. We haven't streamed in ages.
And we probably never will again after today.
We've still not got lethal if we kill this guy next turn. This turn.
We've got a War
got a lot
Axe,
of
we've got a War Axe, a Death Bite, a Cruel Taskmaster.
No, we use both
We,
Death Bite.
but on the
No, we've
downside,
still got one.
on the downside, we've got Lee.
Thing is, he's still got 2 dragons left in the deck. Still got a Sun Fury Protector. Still probably got a Defender as well. I don't think we want to execute the heal bot.
This is where he only has one guy. If he Hellfires us, we're dead, right? Yeah. I don't think we actually have enough damage left in the deck to kill him.
We've got both our Throttings. Now that's awkward. So yeah, this is why I go down ranks really quickly.
Was you bad at the game?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, we're done. You should be apologising, not saying well played.
What do you reckon?
Just go, sorry.
What do I reckon? Stop being bad.
But I wanted to. That was supposed to. We were supposed to win that one and the next one, and swap decks.
Why, is that your, like, daily quest or something?
No,
But-
it's.
Yeah, but
Showing
I've always
people different
said,
decks.
you know, it's fine to be bad as long as you know what it is you're doing wrong, right?
Yeah, I'm not getting enough sleep because children.
Your soul shall be mine.
More Warlock. I think it's time to bust out the Hunter Lee.
Oh man, that would have been like 5 straight wins.
Like, without getting scratched. Has Ribbo tried Dragon Pally yet? No.
No, it's not a Paladin deck.
Yay!
I mean, it has Tiri in him, right?
Lee finally plays aggro.
Like, the thing is, in any of these matches, I've not just gone turn 8, make a patron, kill your board. At any point.
Eggles.
We're just going to draw all our late game.
Nice that you draw your 6 and your 8 drop as your first 2 draws.
At least your Emperor can make your coin cheaper.
He's getting coined out. He's getting coined out on 5 anyway, so. That's a guy who I'm not that impressed with at the minute.
Knife Juggler.
Yeah.
Time to... Ooh, it's tempting, isn't it?
Yeah. You're looking at the Execute Krill Taskmaster or buff my guy, kill the Void Walker. Thing is, my guy
Oh,
doesn't
just-
turn his egg on.
Acolyte seems okay as well, but you want to really wait a turn for that.
I'm tempted with the Acolyte because
Yeah, go Acolyte. Well, you could have gone like Acolyte. Or just Acolyte, really. Or you could have waited a turn and gone like Acolyte, Coin, Cruel, Taskmaster, but
I think I'm going to do this.
because it's fun.
Just start
Gets it out of the way.
Aggressively start clearing his board. Plus, I
That-
get Implosion next turn, and it's really annoying.
Just to make sure you have only Garrosh Hellscream in hand when you play the Emperor. Like, my Garrosh is a turn cheaper.
Yeah, we'll get Implosion this turn and get loads of armor off the Juggler.
It'll be a 4-point implosion coming in. Oh no, it's an owl. Missed.
There is no apple on his head. Just hit the 1-2. Well done.
Yay, we broke double digits.
Do-do-do-do. Well, I think we're going to kill the Knife Juggler, because we don't, for some reason in our deck with 4 Whirlwind effects, don't have any.
4 whirlwind effects plus 4 weapons. Well, 4 weapons as well.
I feel like just making an Acolyte here is pretty cool. It's like you kill his Knife Juggler and he has like a bunch of weak dudes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was looking at the event, and it's like, we're not digging yet, are we?
Oh,
Was
yeah,
also- He's only play really is to embiggen the egg and kill it.
And the idea is that hopefully you'll he's lost his silence effect there. You'll draw a couple of cards
This
off this
guy,
Acolyte and you'll draw into stuff that suddenly is getting cheaper next turn.
this guy is the scurry now.
Yeah.
Alganus is a frickin' pain in the backside.
Time to make Grommash cheaper.
Yep.
Ooh, piece of candy. I've been doing that on the phone, accidentally playing the wrong card as well.
There we go. And cheapen.
He's actually He-Man because he has the power.
Ah. But he uses an axe. That's got to be wrong.
Sometimes you just gotta ask the question. Yeah, get tapping.
He's tapping for Jiraxxus or Mal'Ganis.
He's not killing my guy? Oh,
That would seem to be a very poor decision if he's not killing.
No, he's killing my guy and putting probably a Doom Guard into play.
Yeah, it came straight for your head, so it's a Doom Guard. Okay. You know these whirlwinds, Lee? Dem whirlwinds, or dem, like, cruel taskmasters.
So it's basically like Warsong Commander, Gnomish, and, like Executors
Well,
5/7. Maybe, I don't
The
know.
interesting play is we can actually make a Death Bite, hit something, make a War Axe, execute something. Which is this, which is probably what I'm going to do.
You don't have the mana. Oh, yes, you do. Executes not. Sorry, I was getting panicky there for a minute. It's like, Lee's going to miscount
Make
mana.
Dread, Corsair.
Thank you, Rebel.
Yeah. Icy by Doomguard. That felt okay.
It's like 4 cards
like
against
I've
1
played-
is what feels okay at the moment.
It's like I've played this deck a lot.
And you still needed to be told to play the Dread Corsair.
It's like I have some kind of mental block on it.
I know, I've done it so many times, like, because it's a
Oh,
card you
really?
used to pick up in Pally drafts a lot. And the number of times you'd attack with your weapon first was ridiculous.
Right, it's time to decide if we have the big kahunas, because I just think I want to play Garrosh and kill his 4/4.
I mean,
Both-
he then hits us for 6.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to kill one of his 1/1s, but it's
That's
like...
all his haste gone, and he's used a power overwhelming and an abusive sergeant.
He's got a tap next turn as well, so I think Garrosh is probably okay. I think if you survive next turn, you're probably in decent shape.
Well, you could just set it up by playing a Death Spite, hitting his 4/4, and being able to play Garrosh next turn.
That puts us very close to dead doing
But
that.
then we have like the Warsong Commander and the Gnomish Inventor, you know, so you're hitting him for quite a lot the turn after. You're like 10, 14, 16, 18.
I prefer the Garrosh. Because there's a likelihood he might just run his Doom going to Garrosh.
But you know, that is fine as well. Watch him implosion it for 4 and
this
trade
will be-
him for it.
He'll draw his power overwhelming. Power overwhelming spider and kill it and kill me. Aggi's fine.
My shield for Argus.
That is slightly more awkward.
Oh, that seems bad. Come on. Don't leave that 10-5 there. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, how lucky!
Oh.
Trying to figure out how to clear his board. I'm assuming it's all Warsong Commander.
I assume it involves running into the 1/3 with your weapon,
Yep.
making the commander. Yep, that looks fine.
Whirlwind would be amazing right now.
Like that.
2/4 into the 2/2. You can armour up. You can hit him for 10 and armour up. And go whirlwind execute. Oh no, okay.
That kills me.
Yeah, that kills you.
After Whirlwind.
Yeah, you have to Whirlwind. I think you have to lose Garrosh as well,
Yep.
which is a bit sad.
And there's a million cards he wins with here now.
Yeah.
There's not actually that many.
He says top decking.
He
the
says
one
top
that doesn't.
decking.
Yes. Yeah, one,
Didn't even need to tap.
he had one power overwhelming and one abusive sergeant that killed us there. No.
Yeah, but it was his double Doom Guard in with an empty hand kind of thing that did it.
Yep.
Actually, didn't he lost his second power overwhelming when he made the first Doom Guard?
No, that was another game.
Was it?
Yep.
You sure it wasn't that one? He had...
Everything just merges into one
I
It's
am absolutely positive, and you know why.
Yeah.
because he's looking at the log.
Yeah.
Is it going to be another Warlock? Because if it is, you're switching to Hunter. I think
This is what the ladder is.
Rank 5 population U and Warlocks.
nothing but Warlock. But you know when we switch to Hunter, the first matchup we'll face will be a Control Warrior.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
yeah.
just gonna
Guaranteed.
I'm just going to play Freeze Mage. Like, it beats all these decks we've fought against, because Handlock's an absolute joke. Like, I'm down at 15, and you like, kill you.
Although the other side of the equation, Warrior Control, is also incredibly funny.
New merch for Lee to sell, like hats which say like your deck is a joke, or a T-shirt that just says your deck is a joke, and then on the back it just says "But stop beating me."
Well, you know what it's like, right? Do you remember in the Manchester PTQ for Magic, where it's like, batter everybody.
Soul
Used to blue
Fire.
black milk. He's the dragon deck.
Lose
I remember
your
that.
best
So-
matchup.
Yeah, it was like we spent a week making this deck amazing, and Lee playing it, getting Lee to play it incredibly well, and then round one faces against the unsleeved blue-black mill deck and loses, and then
My
bats-
graveyard-based deck.
Yeah,
That
and
was
then-
it. Was like nobody will understand this reference, but boom with it was like a Steve Newberry moment.
yeah.
Steve Newberry very famously, about 10, 11 years ago, had this really, ridiculously high-tuned Millstone deck. And he sits down in Doncaster to his first round opponent who plays Battle of Wits.
250 card deck, yeah. Mill that out 2 at a time.
So the idea with Millstone is it removes 2 cards from your opponent's library, and when you run out of cards, you lose. And his opponent, and the library, the deck size is 60 cards. And the opponent turns up with like a 273 card deck, I think it was.
243 Battle of Wits was at that time.
243, that's right, yeah. The thing was, the actual Battle of Wits deck was actually pretty nicely tuned as well.
Yeah.
But just hilarious. And,
The funny thing was that you'd expect a 60-card deck to be more tuned than that. And I remember his opponent just literally running a Battle of Wits out turn 5 into his opponent's like a million open blue mana, and he just goes, yep, resolves and
I've had
scoops.
that happen to me as well.
yeah. I mean, but the great thing about this is that Steve Newberry's only win condition was like one Felden's Cane. That
Yeah.
just, shuffled his own graveyard back into his deck again. It's like, that's how he was going to win. It's like, nope, you're not drawing out before he does.
I was hoping he did not have the Hellfire there.
But he did, so we're just going to make this
So,
fun.
yeah, the Dragon Warlock deck has the new dragon cards like the Corruptor and the 3/5 for 3.
I think the Corruptor's really good.
You'd think that, but it's actually poo.
Really? You think?
It's terribly constructed.
Well, the Fire Elemental.
Yeah, this guy.
You and Kibler disagreeing on that one.
I mean, he's okay, but you still have to use a second card to kill that irrelevant guy, right?
Although the other side of it is that he's basically Fire Elemental for 1 less.
I think I'm just going to put him to like 3.
Seems fair.
This list doesn't usually play Molten Giants. I stress usually.
I mean, to be fair, you do have follow-up as well, because you've got the, what do you call it, you do have the...
I've been trying to make this
as
deck
well.
work, though. To be fair, I have been trying to make the deck work.
Lots of people have been trying to make dragon decks work, and it turns out they really don't a lot of the time.
Bye,
Oh.
Chronogus.
Well, I mean, we can clear his... Well, can we clear his Sludge Belcher?
You can draw some cards, that's what you can do.
Yeah. Can definitely draw some cards. It's just whether you make War Song first so that it had charge.
Well, you can draw 3 off the Acolyte of Pain as well, which is nice. Whenever you so choose.
Yeah, tempted to. I don't want to use the Whirlwind.
Yes, you can just cruel it up at some point next turn.
He just comes in with the sludgy.
Yeah, so just hit the sludge and armor up, I guess.
Hitting it first because we want to take damage for our Blood Rages.
Okay, so Lee, we're doing complex decks tonight, so what do you think of Oil Rogue coming from the chat?
It's really, really powerful if it finds the right matchups.
What matchups do you want to find and which ones don't you want to find?
But it does mean you get to go, oil be blown, every time you sit down. Like potential Popeye.
We win, right?
Yes.
Have some cards.
I mean, winning's good too.
Didn't have
Like,
Straight up
nuts to this.
Scoopsville.
Nuts to this. Yeah.
I mean, the Oil Rogue's nothing special. It's like a standard list.
Would it be good against Warlock? Because what you want at the moment is something that's good against Warlock.
Depends on which version of Warlock it is. It's really good for beating up priests.
Of which we have seen none. I think the only place you see Priest at the moment is like rank 12.
No, people are playing it in Legend because it's got a... Actually, Priest would be really good right now because it beats up Zoo. This is like the combo version of Priest with all the shiny, take the Mickey things. It's basically what me and Ribbo were talking about playing when we first saw the set come out.
Well, we might as well do that. Just
It is Durdle McDurdle deck though, that's the problem.
it's alright, we've got
Use
plenty of
just a
time.
combo, because your opponent just goes, yeah, I'll just sit here, do nothing, and do 30 to you in a turn. You're like, how's that set?
This is the other deck that's really good right now.
That's Freeze Mage, isn't it?
Yeah.
What Freeze Mage's bad matchups? Is it like mid-range Hunter isn't a good matchup for it? And is that about... Oh, Control Warrior's terrible, yeah.
You can never beat Control Warrior, which I have as well. So this was the Meta Hunter list I was talking about, which is like half mid-range, half aggro.
I thought you said Metal Hunter for a minute then. I was like,
Yes, he is a metal detector. So I'm happy playing combo all night, but what do people want me to play? I'm open for a switch.